Hello, everybody. This is JDC from Champions for Life podcast, coming to you live from today. We're in Pennsylvania. So I don't know where you are around the world, but if it's in the morning or the afternoon, welcome to our podcast, Champions for Life. This segment is Winning Wednesday, and today we have here Dr. Mark LenHart, which I'm excited to introduce to you, very knowledgeable in the area of wellness, preventive medicine, holistic doctor, all of that good stuff. And the knowledge is amazing, right? Amazing. So, how are you, Dr. Mark? How's everything
I'm
going? Share a little
I'm
bit.
doing great. It's a great day to be on, Jose.
I am so happy that you are here, sir, to share with the audience. And we want to serve them at a high level. We've been talking about, what are the things that we can do to serve our people, right? So that health has been a big issue, right? Health, where people
Yes,
are not healthy. So, in
yes.
your practice, in your career, what has been the number one thing that you can think of? Man, this has been a major problem. What would that be?
Well, I think one of the major problems that people have today is a problem with their intestinal tract, their dietary, what they're eating, and what they're able to digest. Because you're only really able at the cellular level. That's how healthy we are. So, if you're eating wrong, you're having a problem digesting foods, and your intestinal tract, about 80%. It's 80% of your immunity, actually, believe it or not. So
Wow.
it all starts there. So that's the first thing that comes to my mind of how important that is.
So how does that connect to, for example, people that want to lose weight? What is that connection there?
Well, the problem is with people that are overweight, they're not digesting their food properly.
Hmm.
And if there's stress on top of all, the stress is probably the root of it anyway. Because with stress, you got high cortisol levels and people are packing on weight, like you're always in defensive mode, protecting your body. So eating properly, getting enzymes, probiotics, making sure you break down your food is so important to get it to the cellular level. If not, you're going to have problems. It's going to add weight and it's going to be hard to get off.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So before we go on and sharing
Okay.
more of this knowledge that you have, tell us a little bit about you and how did you end up doing your profession? How did you choose it? Did it
Well,
choose you or did you choose it or was it a combination? What happened?
no, I just think that God directed me. He put the desire in my heart to have an interest in the body when I was a young man. At one point, I wanted to be a pharmacist, and I became a farm tech, but got very discouraged with the medical profession because I saw some things going on there that really weren't helping people, and I think that's what got me interested in it. And I realized that, look, you got to take care of your own health. You got to be proactive. You can't wait till your body breaks down and then decide, look, I need a doctor right now. I need somebody to fix this. And you're in an emergency situation. Well, that I've always wanted to help people with their health and and realize that they can take control over their own life, that they
Yeah,
have knowledge, and that our body is just that important. If we want to have longevity, it's not just like living along like to an old age, but it's feeling good throughout it
yeah,
as well.
yeah, for sure, for sure. So since you
But as
mentioned
far
that,
as me, I'm sorry, to
yeah,
get back to how I got interested, I became a farm tech. Okay. I worked with pharmacists pretty much my whole career. But all along I had it. I'm like, I want to do something that gets to the root problem here. We don't want to just throw something at symptoms to go away. There's something underneath. There's always been something in with me that wants to figure out, okay, why? Why is this happening? Why is it not happening? So therefore, I went to get my degree through Trinity College, okay, which I graduated in 2017. So I graduated with the diploma with the Doctor of Naturopath designation. Okay,
that's
so
beautiful.
it's in natural healthcare, it's an ongoing process. It's continuing education.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody knows it all. We can learn something from everybody.
That is so powerful. That's
Yeah.
profound right there, you know? So that is awesome that you graduated and became a doctor. And this kind of medicine, which I believe from the research I've done and the learning that I'm doing myself, that that's the future right now.
Yes,
That is the future, right? Everything else is fading out, and this is like coming in like a flood. People are realizing that why put chemicals in your body? Why put all this pharma in your body that only handles the surface, but it messes you up in so many other ways,
that's correct. Yes,
you
sir.
know? So talk a little bit about that. What's your realization, how your learning, your experience with it? What can we tell the audience so that they can start to become more aware instead of getting that pill?
Yes. Well, I would say to everybody out there that you can become your own teacher. Actually, doctor really means teacher. So
Hmm.
it's you have to help yourself with this education. With the internet, there's just a vast resources out there that people can come into. But what I was saying the other day is we're born, God's given us a body that's very organic. Okay, we came from the dirt. All right, we came from dust. So in that dust, there's many chemicals, many minerals. That's the word I'm looking for. We're
Yes,
made
yes.
up of minerals. Okay, our body operates off of it. We are an organic being. But what happens is, you know, with these medications and pharmaceuticals, they are produced in a lab. And a lot of these pharmaceuticals had their root in herbal medicine, in natural products, okay? But a natural product, you can't put a trademark on it. You just can't, okay? So you can't make money from it. So therefore, these pharmaceuticals were created, okay? And they can help you temporarily, I believe, but they're not a long-term solution. And with every pharmaceutical, there's side effects to every single one of them that actually can be worse than what you were actually treating.
Wow.
So natural products is the way to go. It's the way God made you, because your body is made to heal itself. That's
Yes.
just the way it is. If you take good care of it, you put the right nutrients, right food into it, you exercise, you sleep well, then you can preserve your body. You can live a long time, a long, healthy life. And that's what God wants you to do.
So that is so awesome. And I know that, everybody listening is going to say, well, I know that. And a lot of us know that, but we don't do it. And we don't know why we don't do it. We can think we know some things like laziness, like lack of information, like you don't believe it, like whatever. There's a gap. There's a huge gap. But if
Yes.
we can close the gap for people right now a little bit more, how would you do that? What would you tell them to say, you've been used to this system
Right.
of pharma, and you got a pain and you got this, you go to the doctor and all
Right.
that. What's different? How do we start thinking
Well,
different to say, you know what, there's an answer here? What would you say to that?
well, I just think you can start out slow. It took you a long time to get in this situation, most people, from bad habits over the years. So it's going to take you a little
Wow.
bit of time to get you out of it. So I would talk about some basic things you can do for yourself. Number one is hydration. I think of hydrating your body, how important that great quality water you need to drink. Okay. You got to start drinking more water. Most people don't do that. Okay. So it's very simple. And it's going to take your body some time to get adjusted. So you're going to notice some changes. Don't worry about it. You may feel some strange things in your body, but that's God's way of detoxifying your body. So I would start off by doing some simple things like drinking more water, get out and exercise.
For
It doesn't
sure.
have to be heavy exercise. It can be just walking. It could be brisk walking. And there's just so many things that you can do. But I would start out with simple things like that, you know.
Good points. Good points. So another thought would be, well, I need to have surgery, so I need that kind of doctor.
Sure.
What do you got to say to that, and what's your thoughts on that?
Well, as far as going to doctors or being
Yes,
part of
as
that
far as,
system.
well, this is good. I understand what you're saying, but you know what? The reality of it is, we're all gonna get sick. We're all gonna have something. And bottom line, preventive is not gonna stop me from having to have a surgery or a blockage or what have you, and
Well,
I need a quote unquote real doctor, you know. So
well,
what do we say about that?
well, there's times that you need a real doctor. Okay, we're not saying get rid of doctors altogether. That's not at all what we're saying. But I think
Okay.
that there needs to be complementary. There needs to be complementary medicine between regular MDs and people that are naturopaths, people that are in the natural healthcare business, because you need them both.
Yes.
Okay, if you need an emergency, if you break a bone, you better go to the ER and get the orthopedic surgeon to set that bone.
Correct.
Okay, if you got blockages in your heart, I mean, it might require getting getting surgery for that. Okay, to
Yes.
unblock that. So the bottom line is, things aren't inevitable. I don't believe they're inevitable. I believe with all my heart that you can reverse some of these things. And there's people that'll think, well, it's just hereditary. You know, and my dad had it, my mom had, or whatever. That doesn't mean you have to have it. Maybe their lifestyle wasn't suited and they made some wrong choices. Life is about choices.
Yes.
Your choices today affect you down the road. So you got to start today. You got to start doing something different today.
Yes. Good point. Good. Well said, by the way. Well said.
Yeah.
So we need them both.
Yeah.
However, if you start making better choices, you're going to prevent a lot of the things that are unnecessary
That's
for your health. Because I think that, you know, pharma doctor style, you know, it's a result of not having the understanding that naturally there are natural things that we can eat, we can live by
That's correct.
without having to have all these chemicals in our body to fix something that became a problem because of the choices we made, that we could have made better choices.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So good point. Very good point. Very, very
Yes,
good.
sir.
So I wanted to ask you also, right? Um, Somebody who wants to transform their life, they're they're overweight. They hardly can, you know, breathe. They walk up half a flight of stairs and they're out of breath, and
Right.
you know they're overweight, but they're in denial. You know, they don't really understand the problem. What can we say to those people that look, and with a lot of respect and love, I'm bringing this up because I see a lot of people that are overweight and I want to help them. I want to like, hey, you know, but how do you
Absolutely.
tell them, listen, you need to do something without them being offended that, you know, the truth is you're heading for a problem. So how do we
That's
help
right.
them? What would you say to them to awaken them, if you will?
Well, I would say you can start right. It's never too late to start. And I would encourage them, look, if you continue on this path, you can have some chronic disease creep up on you because of your habits. And you don't want that. You don't want to die an early death. You want to take care of your body. You want to be there for your family. So
Yes.
why not start now? You know, and I would encourage them, you know, and counsel with them. Look, you're not alone. There's a lot of people in this situation. So, you know, do what you can right now. Okay. We'll help encourage you to get to that place where you can start losing weight. You can start feeling comfortable in your own skin. You
Yeah.
get your confidence comes back. You start feeling better all over, even mentally. You start thinking about positive things. I
Yeah. And
think
then
for a lot of people, they think it's too late. It's never too late. And that's what I would
never
tell
too late.
people. You take that first step. That's what you have to do.
Yes, never too late. Good
We'll
point.
help you. We'll help encourage them along the way.
Yes, yes, good point. And we give them support, right? To help
Yeah.
them stay
Yeah.
strong, stay the course, right?
Yeah.
Stay focused and
That's right.
actually get there, right? That's
That's correct.
beautiful. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing all these things. You know, that's pretty much the time we have today.
All
We
right.
want to come back. We want to bring you back, Dr. Mark,
Okay.
and sharing some other areas of health and wellness, and keep educating and serving our audience with excellence at another
Yes, sir.
level, right?
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, Jose. It's a great day. Great
You're
day to be
welcome.
healthy and happy, right?
You're welcome. You're welcome. So you've been listening to Champions for Life podcast. Today's session was Winning Wednesday with our guest here, Dr. Mark LenHart, doctor in preventive medicine. Good pointers, good encouragement there. simple insight for you to take action and begin the process of changing your life. And you don't have to stay the way you are. You don't have to accept it. You can definitely change, and it would be good to change because we want you around because there's a need for you, right? So
Yes.
until next time, this is JDC, and we'll talk to you on the next one.
All right.